And I hope the sound will be okay because I'm kind of far away from the sound. So I'll try to get my voice a little higher, but let's roll down and bring our knees to our chest and roll the hips, roll the legs, squeeze the legs together. Do that a couple of times and then go in the opposite direction. And then we'll put our feet down, reach the arms up, and let's take 3 deep breaths as we press the low back down to the mat. Finding a little bit more length. And then we're going to roll the hips up as we bring the arms down so they're in opposition. And let's do a few more of these slowly, slowly, controlling the movement. And we'll do a couple more. And then last time, we're going to bring the hips up, arms down, and walk the shoulder blades closer together and take a few more breaths. And then slowly rolling the hips down. We're going to bring the right knee toward the chest, take the legs straight up, extend through the heel, and keep going with the same leg. So right leg, and let's do a few more. Let's do one more. And then we'll try it with the left side, left knee toward the chest, extend through the heel, and we're going to do a few on this side, waking up the hip and the leg. And then we're going to do one more. And let's take our hands behind our head, and then we're going to do our regular crunches, lifting and lowering, and we're going to squeeze the legs together. And then let's reach the legs straight up and bend and tap the toes and keep going. Two more like this. And then let's try our bicycles, elbow to the knee, stretching the leg out. And one more. And then we're going to put our head down and reach the legs up. Press the hips down and point and flex the feet. And we'll make some circles with the feet in one direction and then in the opposite direction. And let's take our legs out and in. So now let's start to reach the arms through and then over the head as the legs come together. And one more. And then let's bring our feet down and arms down, roll the hips up. Few more breaths, stretching the spine. And we're going to put the hips down, knees over to the right in our twist. And we're going to reach the left arm out and roll that shoulder blade down. Couple more slow breaths. And let's try it on the other side, knees rolling over to the left. Reach the right arm out. And two more breaths. And let's come back to the center. So we're going to use our ball. We're going to lift up and put the ball underneath the back. And then lift the legs up. And let's take the legs straight out and in. Few more. And then two more times. And we're going to take our left foot down and come into our right side, half happy baby. And breathe, rolling the shoulder blades down. Pressing the left foot down. And last deep breath. Let's switch legs. So right foot down, hold the left foot, half happy baby. And two more breaths. And then we're going to release that. And let's lift the legs up 90 degrees and take the knees out and in. And five more. And now let's cross the right foot over the left thigh. And first of all, start with a big stretch. So just feel that right side opening up. And then we're going to slowly lower and lift just 5 times. But we're going to do this slowly so we really feel how the belly is working as the right heel presses into the left thigh, keeping the evenness in the hips. And then this is our last one. And hold the legs up there and take 3 breaths. And let's try our Gomkasana. So we're going to slide our right knee over the left and hold whatever you can grab, the calf muscles, ankles. Two more breaths. And then let's start to release this leg as we uncross, and we're going to switch. So left foot over the right thigh and lift the leg up. And then let's try that lowering and lifting slowly, just 5. So we're resisting the movement. Lift the legs up toward the chest and take 3 breaths. And then Gomkasana, slide the left knee over the right. Feel that rotation in the hip. And just a couple more slow breaths. And then let's slowly release and uncross. We're going to put the feet down. So we're going to put our feet together, Baddha Konasana. We're on our ball and do that pelvic tilt. So you feel whatever you're feeling in the groin, just kind of that gentle opening. See if you could take your arms in a goalpost position as you press the feet together and do that pelvic tilt. And then we're going to release. So we're going to take that into our happy baby, holding both feet. And see if you could turn this into a straddle pose, so lengthening the legs out. 3 more breaths, extending through the heels. And then let's bring the legs back together and we'll put our feet down. Now we're going to roll the hips up, take the ball away, and take 3 more breaths. And let's lower down and roll over to the side. And we're going to come on up and let's use our ball and we're going to do our pretzel pose. We'll bring our right leg in front, left leg behind. And let's twist to the right, keeping the hip down. Breathing into the twist. And then twist to the left. And let's forward fold, hinging from the hips. And we're going to come back up and take our right hand down, reach the left arm over. And maybe you can bring the forearm down and see if you could roll the chest open, lengthening the left arm. And 1 more breath. And let's try this on the other side. So left hand down, right arm over. Another couple of breaths. And then we're going to come back to the center and let's switch our legs. So left leg in front, right leg behind. We're going to sit up tall, roll the shoulders down and twist to the left. And then let's twist to the right. And now we're going to hinge forward and breathe. And let's come back up, left hand down or the forearm, right arm over, and see if you can open up. It's a little bit of a back bend, lengthening the right arm. Another couple of breaths. And then we're going to switch. Let's go to the other side. Right hand down, left arm over. And we're going to come back to the center. So let's take our feet down and reach forward and do these cat cows like this. So lengthening the spine, inhaling and exhaling as you move. And do that a few more times. And make sure your head is moving just like the spine. And one more. And then we're going to sit back up, crisscross applesauce on our ball. And roll the shoulders down and reach the arms up. Let's take clasp our hands and lean to the right. And then over to the left. And we're just going to hinge forward again and take 3 more breaths. And walk the arms to the right. And over to the left. And back to the center. And we're going to come on up and do a few shoulder rolls. So up, back, and down a few times and start to take the elbows up and around. Just loosen that all up in there. And then go in the opposite direction. Little snap, crackle, pop. And one more time. And then we're going to take the hands together over the head. So bending the elbows, or just see if you can lengthen and open. Another couple of breaths. Now we're going to do our Santa hug. Just hold the top of the shoulders and forward fold. And then let's release. So we're going to come off of our ball and onto hands and knees. And let's do some regular cat cows. And 2 more. And let's come into downward dog. And so it's a little shorter. We're going to come up on our toes and then press each heel down one at a time. Press the palms down. And then Downward dog for 3 breaths, pressing the heels down and lifting the hips. Roll the shoulders down. And we're going to come into a plank, and let's do a few planks to dogs. And we're going to stay in our plank and do a few mountain climbers, pressing one knee down and then the other, stretching out the back of the legs. And let's come into child's pose. And walk the arms to the right. And over to the left. And back to the center. Back to our downward dog. And let's lift the right leg up behind us and bend the leg like we're kicking our rear and straighten. And do a few more, same leg. And just one more time. And then step the right leg forward to a lunge. Take a deep breath, come up on your fingertips. We're going to take the right leg back up, 3-legged dog. And then put the right foot down, downward dog, left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the leg and straighten a few times. We're doing the same thing. And one more. And now we're going to step the left leg forward to a lunge. Take a couple of breaths. And we're going to step the left leg back, 3-legged dog. And then left foot down. Let's come back to our child's pose. Take our arms behind us for 3 breaths. And we're going to reach the arms forward, come into puppy pose, lifting the hips up. And let's make our way to a sphinx and bring the belly down and take 3 more breaths. And then half arm plank, lifting the hips. And we're going to start to lift the hips up and come into our dolphin pose just for a couple of breaths. Walk the legs back to that half arm plank. And into Sphinx, 3 breaths. And let's come all the way down and do our 5 cobras, just easy ones. And we're going to press back to child's pose. And downward dog, 3 breaths. And let's walk to the top of our mat. And we're going to hold our elbows forward fold, 3 breaths. And then we're gonna inhale and come all the way up, reaching the arms up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the right and then to the left. Let's bring our elbows down to our thighs. And just kind of feel this. Come a little deeper, sink the hips. Then a forward fold. Then we're going to step our right leg back to a lunge. Lift the left arm up, spinal twist. And let's step back, down dog. Right leg lifts up, steps forward. And the left. Let's try halfway up. Forward fold. And we're going to come all the way up, reaching the arms up. Hands to our heart. Twist the upper body to the left and the right. Back to the center, elbows to the thighs. Deeper squat here. Another deep breath. Forward fold. Left leg steps back to our lunge and right arm up. Twist. We're going to step back, down dog. Left leg lifts up, steps forward, and the right. Halfway up. Forward fold. And let's come all the way up, reaching the arms up. We're going to clasp our hands over our head, lean to the right, take our left leg out and in 5 times. And then left foot down, leaning to the left, and try it on this side. Right leg out and in 5 times. And then back to the center, forward fold, diving down. Let's step back to downward dog. Take 3 breaths. We're going to lift our right leg up, step it forward, and we're going to come into our high lunge, reaching up. And twist to the right, cross the left arm over, hands together. And let's come back up to our high lunge. And then reaching the arms forward and hold. And let's come back to down dog. Take a breath. And then we're going to switch legs. So left leg lifts up, steps forward, and we're coming into our high lunge, reaching up. And twist to the left. Cross the arm over, hands together. And then we're going to reach the arms up overhead again, high lunge. And arms reach forward and hold. And let's come back to down dog. And hopefully we're feeling a little longer. So we're going to try coming forward to a plank. Back to dog. And forward to a plank again. And then a half arm plank. 3 breaths. And if you can go forward with the chin and back to kind of open up the toes. And then we're going to bring the belly down into Sphinx and just feel the breath here. So we're going to come all the way down, reach the arms over the head. Bend the right leg and hold the right foot. And let's switch arms and legs. So we're going to hold the left ankle. And then release and press back to our child's pose. And let's sit up on our heels and twist to the right. And twist to the left. And to the center, let's come back to our hands and knees. We're going to take our right leg forward. So we're going to be in crescent lunge, reaching the arms up and looking up. And then twist to the right, cross the arm over, hands together. We're going to lift the left leg up and extend through the heel. And left hand down, right arm up in our twist. And step back, down dog. Let's come to hands and knees and take a breath. And then left leg steps forward and reach up. So we're in crescent lunge. Twist to the left, cross the arm over, hands together. Now let's lift the right leg up and extend through the heel. And then right hand down, left arm up in our twist. And we're going to come back to down dog. And let's walk to the top of our mat. We're going to come halfway up, forward fold, and then inhale up. Hands to our heart, and take another slow breath. So let's lift the right knee up. We're going to take our left hand and hold the right leg and twist the upper body to the right. You can reach the right arm out. And then back to the center, holding the right foot into dancer. Left arm up. And let's try our warrior 3, right leg back. And then warrior 1, step the leg all the way back, arms up. And let's reach forward, right hand down, left arm up in our twist. And then both arms up, palms together. Now we're going to clasp our hands behind us for humble warrior. And forward fold for 3 breaths. And let's come on up in our back bend, opening the heart. And then reaching the arms all the way up, warrior one. And we're going to step forward and come back to Tadasana. And take a deep breath, rolling the shoulders down. And then left knee up, right hand on the left thigh as we twist to the left, the upper body. And then we're going to come into dancer, holding the foot, right arm up. And then warrior three, left leg back. And warrior one, and reaching up. And then we're going to reach forward and left hand down, right arm up in our twist. And both arms up, palms together. Let's clasp our hands behind us for humble warrior and 3 slow breaths. And let's come up in our back bend, opening the throat. And now reaching the arms out and up for warrior one. Let's step forward and we're back in Tadasana. Inhale up, forward fold. Let's step back to our down dog and take 3 breaths. And we're going to lift the right leg up. Let's come into warrior two and step the right leg forward. And then reverse, left arm down, right arm up. And then forearm down, reach the left arm over. Let's see if we can do that little back bend here. Rolling the chest open. Come back to our reverse pose, left arm down, right arm up. And then right fingertips down or hover the fingers, left arm up. And warrior two. And trikonasana, straightening the right leg. And let's try our half moon. And hop that leg up. Back to trikonasana. And 3 breaths. And we're going to come back up for our wide-legged pose. And let's reach the arms up over our head, clasp our hands, lean to the right, feel that nice big stretch. Over to the left. And then let's just come into our forward fold. And we're going to go side to side with the legs, transverse lunges. And then in the center, 3 breaths, let the head hang. And let's come all the way up. Our back bend here, lengthening. And then warrior 2 as we turn our left foot out. And reverse, right arm down, left arm up. And then our side pose, the forearm down, reach the right arm over there and see if you can lengthen as you roll the chest open. We'll come back to reverse, right arm down, left arm up. And let's take our left fingers down or hover them, right arm up. Warrior 2. And Trikonasana, straightening our left leg, right arm up. And let's come into half moon and hop our right leg up. Back to Trikonasana and 3 breaths. And we're going to come all the way up. And again, another little back bend to lengthen the spine. Now we're going to reach the arms forward like downward dog arms. Hips reach back. Let's walk over to a right side lunge. And just check this out. Take another breath. Then over to a left side lunge. Back to the center. We're going to hold our ankles, 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up, another back bend, reaching the arms up. We're going to come into goddess pose and turn our feet out. And we'll bring the elbows open and closed. Let's lean over to the right. And then to the left. Back to the center, 3 breaths. Now we're going to inhale up, come back to down dog. And let's come into our up dog. And just feel this lengthening. Put the knees down, flatten the feet here. Another deep breath. And we're going to come into our child's pose. And let's sit up on our heels. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart for 3 breaths. Rolling the shoulders down. So with our hands together, we're going to twist to the right and cross the elbow over. A deeper spinal twist. And then coming back to the center, take a deep breath and twist to the left, cross the right elbow over. And let's come back to the center and take a breath. So we're going to try another back bend. So hands down by our feet and lift the hips up, stretching the quads. And then our table stretch. And let's do a few tricep push-ups. And we're going to walk forward to a squat. And take a few breaths in our squat. Roll the shoulders down. And 3 more breaths. And let's come into a forward fold. So lifting the hips up. And now we're going to hold our elbows again. 3 breaths. And let's come all the way up. We're going to reach the arms up, hands to our heart. And we're going to walk the feet together and cross our right knee over the left knee, left arm over the right for eagle, forward fold. And 1 more breath. And let's come back up. And when you're ready, uncross, take a deep breath. And go to the other side. So cross the left knee over the right, right elbow over the left, and forward fold. And 1 more breath. And let's come back up and uncross. And we're going to put our feet hip width apart, arms down by our sides. 3 breaths. And now we're going to come back to our squat. And a couple more slow breaths. And let's roll down, and we're going to come into our happy baby on our back. Let's see how our hips feel. And just rock a little side to side and breathe. And then Baddha Konasana, feet together. And 2 more breaths. And let's bring our feet down to the mat and cross our right knee over the left knee. And we're going to roll the legs over to the left and in our spinal twist and breathe. I'm using my ball underneath the legs, but whatever is comfortable for you. Let's see if we could just hold for a few slow breaths. And 2 more slow breaths. And we're going to gently come back to the center and uncross and cross the left knee over the right. Roll them over there to the right and do the same thing here. Just breathe and enjoy the twist. And the circulation in our body. And a couple more slow breaths. Now we're going to come back to the center and uncross the legs. And let's roll the hips up. 3 more breaths. And we're going to gently roll the hips down and come into our final pose of Shavasana and breathe. And just notice your spine, the difference in your spine. Feel how the breath comes in the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. And with each inhale, we're bringing in beautiful energy and vitality as we wish ourselves good health and harmony, peace for our homes and families and communities, and peace for our brothers and sisters everywhere. We're going to wiggle the fingers and the toes, and let's reach the arms over our head with a nice big stretch. And roll to the side. And let's come on up to a seated position. And we're going to bring our hands to our heart and seal in our practice. And just feel. Feel how the breath is going through your body. Let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thanks, everybody, for coming today. I hope I hope you could hear me. Just don't know, but I hope you'll tell me if you can't.
It was good.
Oh, good. Thank
Yeah.
you. Because you never know. I'm telling you, we don't know day to day.
Wednesday could be a whole nother ball game.
There could be the lawn blowers out there. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Exactly. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you guys Wednesday.
Okay, thank you. You too.
Very good. Have fun with pickleball, Bill.
Thank you.
Yay. Bye, Pam.